Hey guys, welcome back to my channel AG Motion Designs, and in today's video we are going to create this creative typographic animation inside of After Effects without using any third-party plugin. So if you like this tutorial, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon for more updates, and don't forget to hit that like button. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So here we are in Adobe After Effects. Now let's create a new composition. I'll call it as main animation. As always, width I'll take 1920, height 1080, frame rate is 30, duration is 1.2 seconds, or I'll make it 0. This one also 0, so it would be proper 1 minute. And for the background color, I'll choose solid black and hit OK. Choose grid and guide option and hit title selection. Now I'll select my text tool. For the text font, I'll choose Oswald and semi-bold version, and for the font color, I'll choose white color and I'll type C over here. Make sure that you are using capital letters. Select this C, press Ctrl Alt Home to align that anchor point to the center. Go to the Align tab, align it horizontally and then align it vertically. Now after that, hit Ctrl D to duplicate it and make it O. Hit Ctrl D again and Ctrl D again, and for the last one I'll type L. So we have 4 alphabets over here, COOL, which means cool. And I'll choose my selection tool. I'll select this O. I'll hide the uppermost layers and I'll drag it over here like this. Now select this one O, and by holding shift I'll drag it over here. Select this L and by holding shift I'll drag it up to here. Now Ctrl A to select all of them and I'll drag them up to here like this. Now select this C, right click, create shape from text, and we need to follow this procedure for all of them just like this. Select both of them, not both of them but all the text layers, and I'll delete them now because we don't need them anymore. Select this one and I'll drag it up to here. Now select all of them and in the search bar I'll type path. So we will get path options for all the text and create one keyframe on all the paths just like this. Hit U. So we will get all the path options over here. Now select all of them, hit Ctrl D, drag it at the top, and by holding shift I'll drag them over here like this, and this one I'll drag them over here. Now select this C, zoom in a little bit to 1 second like this. I'll create one keyframe on this path, this path, this path, this path, this path, and this path. Now after that, select the path key of this C. I'll select this first portion. Make sure that you are choosing your selection tool, and by holding shift I'll drag it up to here. Same goes for O. Select this O, select those keyframes, drag this much portion, and by holding shift drag it up to here. Zoom in a little bit and you can adjust those portion. Now select this one, same, we will drag this much portion and we will drag it up to here. After that, select this L, select this keyframe, select this much portion and drag it up to here. So we will get this kind of stretchy looking over here. Now go to 2 seconds. All we need to do, we need to copy this first keyframes for all of them by simply hitting Ctrl C and Ctrl V. So if I hit play, we will get this kind of animation. Now after that, select this C, not C but all of them, hit U because we have still have this path keyframes over here. Now let's say I'll go to the 2 seconds like this. I'll select this all the layers and create one keyframe of path for all of them. Now select the C, select those keyframes by holding our selection tool. I'll select this much portion, press shift and drag it, select this keyframe, select those portion by holding shift. I'll drag it over here. Same goes for here also. Select this one, select this portion, drag it at the top, select this O layer, select this portion by holding shift. I'll drag it up to here, select this L, select this one, select this portion and drag it up to here. As you can see, this one is not proper, so select this one, select those portion and by holding shift I'll drag it over here. Same goes for this one also. Make sure that you are holding shift like this. Now select those keyframes and I'll drag those keyframes over here like this, over here. Select those, Control C, Control V, select those, Control C, Control V, select those, Control C, Control V and select those, Control C, Control V. Yeah. Now after that, what we will do, for this layers I'll select all those keyframes, hit Control C and Control V. Same for this one, Control C, Control V. Select this one, Control C, Control V and select this, Control C, Control V. Yeah. Now after that, what I'll do, I'll select all of them, go to the start and I'll simply drag this one. Now after that, what we will do, go to the 1 second, select those keyframes, drag it over here and make sure that all of those keyframes are aligned. And now we don't need those last keyframes, so I'll delete them. If I hit play now, we are getting this kind of stuff. Now after that, select all those keyframes, hit F9, go to the graph editor, select this graph editor by holding shift. I'll drag it over here and I'll drag this one over here, so we'll get this kind of stuff. Now after that, go over here and press N. After that, in this portion, right click, I'll call it as trim comp to work area, just like this. Yeah. Now we have this much portion. We will select this C and this C. I'll call it as Control Shift C and I'll call it as C and hit OK. So it will create a pre-comp for this one, and make sure you're enabling this option. Now after that, select this O and this O, is Control Shift C. I'll call it as O and hit OK. And we need to follow the same procedure for this O also and this all L also, just like this. Now after that, press Ctrl K, and because we have reduced the we call duration, I'll make it as 1 minute again and zoom out. As we can see, we have this much portion. Now select this C, right click, I'll choose time and time enable remapping, and after that alt click on the stopwatch. I'll call it as loop out expression over here, just like this, and increase the comp size. I'll hide this one for now. So if we hit play, we'll get this kind of looping animation, but as we can see, we have get some little glitch over. So for that, what we'll do, instead of that, I'll create one keyframe over here and I'll delete this one. So now we will get rid of the glitch over here. Now we need to follow the same procedure for all of them. Select this O, go over here, time enable remapping, select this one again, time enable remapping, this one time enable remapping, just like this. Create keyframe over here and we will delete these keyframes, drag it over here, select this loop expression, hit Ctrl C and simply alt V, Control V to paste that expression. If we see, we will get this looping animation. Hit Control A and increase a little bit, just like this. Hit U, increase over here. Now after that we need to randomize it, so I'll drag this one over here, this one over here, and this one over here. Select all of them, make it a zoom. Select all of them, I'll drag them over here. If we hit play, we will get this kind of animation. Now after that, select all of them, press Ctrl Shift C. I'll call it as cool text. Hit OK and check out this option. Double click and press Ctrl K to open our composition test settings. I'll drag this over here and I'll decrease the width until unless it will come to the edges of our main text, just like this. Make sure that they are coming over here like that. After that, over here, hit OK for now. Select this text by hitting Ctrl A and adjust it according to your composition like this. Now hit Ctrl K again and we need to decrease the height also like this. Hit OK. We will get this kind of option over here. Now go to the main animation. As you can see, we have this much option. Press S for scaling option, make it 50. Now we will apply CC reptile effect on it and expand right, I'll choose 2000. Expand left, I'll choose 2000. Expand down 2000, sorry, and expand up also 2000. Now if I hit R for rotation and we rotate, we will get this kind of stuff over here. But before that, we need to go to the tiling. Instead of repeat, I'll choose brisk. Now if I rotate it, we'll get this kind of stuff. And if we hit play, we'll get this kind of animation. Now press R for rotation, go over here. And after whatever frame you want, let's say up to 8 seconds, we can choose complete one rotation over here, hit 10. And if we hit play, we will get this kind of animation. Or you can go over here, instead of one rotation, you can tap 2. If we hit play, we will get this kind of animation. Press Ctrl Y to create a solid background, and for the background color, I'll choose black color and hit OK. I'll drag it over here. Now after that, what I'll do, I'll create one adjustment layer and I'll simply apply my tint effect on it. With the help of that, we can swap the colors. So whenever this text is going to complete one rotation, like at this point, I'll drag it over here by simply hitting open bracket, just like this. Swap these colors. So if we see this animation, we are getting this swapping animation. Like on this 2 second, I'll hit Ctrl Shift D to split this layer, and instead of white color, I'll choose red color, and instead of black color, I'll choose white color. Hit OK. So if we see the animation, we will get this kind of stuff. Similarly at 3 second, hit Ctrl Shift T. Either you can swap these colors or you can change the colors. I'll choose blue. Similarly at 4 second, hit Ctrl Shift D. I'll choose dark some version of green. Same at 5 second. Ctrl Shift D. I'll choose something over here like this. At this point, hit Ctrl Shift D. I'll choose purple version of this like this. At 7, I'll hit Ctrl Shift D and I'll delete this one, or instead of that, swap these colors. And at 8 second, it will automatically change. So if we hit play now, we will get this kind of change in colors and our cool text animation. So yep, this is our final animation. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon for more updates. And if you want to watch After Effects tutorials in Hindi, then please consider to visit my another channel called AG Animations. Link will be available in the description. Until then, stay tuned.